keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath on the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Kchock gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Sim for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Irie Insurance, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all from auto, home, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today as we are back for more quarterfinal action from the State B girls basketball tournament from the Jamestown Civic Center. As number 1, Mayport CG takes on number 8, Kenmare-Bowbells. Good to be with you here on yourliveevent.com. Scores from earlier today, 1 blowout and 1 tight victory as Benson County with a 69-43 victory over Maple River in the 2-7 matchup. They'll take on the 6-seeded Edgeley-Cullman-Montpelier Rebels, who got a minor upset over number 3 Central McLean, 43-42. So again, in the first semifinal tomorrow afternoon, Bowman County, Edgeley-Cullman-Montpelier, they advance. Bottom half of the bracket is what we're at right now. Mayport CG, Kenmare-Bowbells on the way. Sargent County, our Redeemers a little bit later on tonight. We'll have both games for you on yourliveevent.com. Coming up next on the Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll hear from the coaches, Mike Zimmer from Kenmare-Bowbells and Keenan Kchock from Mayport CG. Coming up here next on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Under Dakota Heritage Bank pregame coaches' comments, please be joined by the head coach of the Kenmare-Bowbells Honkers in Mike Zimmer. And Mike, kind of an up-and-down season, but very similar to a few other teams in this state tournament. All the teams you've lost to except for one are here or are at the A state tournament. So got to feel good about that coming in.
Yeah, we had a great schedule. I think we kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start, but I thought we've been pretty consistent, actually. We've played everybody tough and won the games we're supposed to win for the most part, and it's been a very enjoyable season. The girls have played really hard and been very competitive.
I know last year it was a tough state tournament, such a promising season. Your daughter goes down with the injury right before the state tournament, and it just kind of sucked the wind, felt like, out of your team sails, but you're back with another chance. How's the journey been from that point to now?
Yeah, it was. I didn't know how it was going to go personally. It's been a couple of tough years for me trying to deal with that, and it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed this year. I didn't know how I was going to handle it personally. But the girls have been great, and we get along, and we've had a lot of fun. And it's about one of the most enjoyable things I do. So.
Really young team this year. I believe no seniors on this squad. Has that ever happened to you, and how are you navigating it?
Well, we had one senior when I first started. That was the least we've had, but it's a small town. There's only 9 kids in that class, so there's just not a lot to pick from in the senior class this year. It's the smallest class we've had in Kenmare ever, I think. So you just deal with it, and girls basketball is a little easier. By the time they're 8th graders, they're fairly mature, and if they can play, they're ready to help young varsity. Boys is a lot different. So for not having a senior girl is doable. Yep.
You draw the 8th seed this tournament. You take on the top seed of Mayport CG Patriots. Your thoughts on the challenges they present?
Well, we've tried to use that as a little motivation. We mentioned to the girls that the 8th seed is decided by the other team, so they picked us last. So let's try to make them pay for it. I feel confident that we can handle anybody here. We beat EKM. Central McLean was a 4-point game. Bowman was a 4-point game. So there's nobody here that you think we can't deal with. I'm pretty confident, actually.
And in that game, very near the start of the season, seems like forever ago last time you played them. What maybe will be different tonight from that point, or what do you take away from that game that you hope will be different this time around?
Well, we just had way too many turnovers in the third quarter and let number 15, I had a block for her name right now, but Satram, she had 14 points on 7 layups, and the game was over. So we just can't turn the ball over at the top of the key and let them shoot layups. If we get back on defense, we're pretty good, but we just got to take care of the ball.
Head Coach Mike Zimmer joining us from Kenmare-Bowbells on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Coach, best of luck. Thanks for the time.
Hey, thank you.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews this evening ahead of tonight's quarterfinal between the top seed Mayport CG and the 8th seed Kenmare-Bowbells. Pleased to be joined by the Mayport CG head coach and Kchock. And Coach, quite a well done finish, if you say, in the championship game against Langdon, a game that could have gone any which way, and your team really responded and earned their number 1 seed and earned their spot here in Jamestown.
Yeah, that was a good game for us, and throughout the regular season too, we've had some ups and downs. Obviously, some games where we didn't play particularly well in like the second quarter, or we didn't play well in the third quarter. We didn't finish the game very well, but that was that region championship game was a good, complete 32 minutes of basketball. That was a fun one for us, and we knew we had that potential. And they really executed the game plan that game.
You get a chance again to be the top seed, to have an evening game, and to face a team I don't believe you guys have faced this season in Kenmare-Bowbells. Your thoughts on the Hawkers up northwest?
Well, there's a mistake there. We did play them. Yes, we did. The second game of the season, we went up to Minot and played in a shootout and got to play them then. But they're a way different team back then than they are right now. They had basically a brand new team. Some girls that played a little bit on last year's team. They have no seniors, all juniors and sophomores. So they were brand new back in December, but now they are much more ready to go with veteran players, basically a year under their belt, and they're exciting to watch and very well coached by Mike Zimmer. So we are definitely going to have our hands full tonight.
And, of course, you get a chance to play the evening game in a facility you guys have not been in before. It's a lot of newness, at least for a state tournament anyway. Your thoughts on getting acclimated with this atmosphere?
Yeah, so we just got done with our shoot-around and got some shots up. Nice big video board in the background of one hoop, so you have to worry about that when you're shooting, but it's a great atmosphere, and then these girls are excited. We didn't play particularly well when we had a new venue. We went into Devil's Lake and started that first-round game against Park River and didn't play particularly well in that first quarter. So I'm sure it'll take some time to get the nervousness out, but I think these girls will respond and get going after it.
Kind of mentioned it a little bit with the nerves, but what other things are most important in the first 8 minutes here of not just your quarterfinal game, but of this tournament?
Yeah, just to make sure we continue to do the things that make us successful. I think on the defensive side, just make sure we're staying in a stance and closing out and not giving up any easy baskets, offensive rebounds, and then also taking care of the basketball on the offensive side. If we turn the ball over, they get steals for fast break, full court layups. I mean, we could not play particularly well, obviously, but if we're hanging our heads and not taking care of the ball, it could be a long day.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews, head coach Kchock joining us ahead of tonight's quarterfinal between Mayport CG, number 1, and number 8, Kenmare-Bowbells. Coach, best of luck tonight. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks you.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Again, just a little bit ago, wrapping up our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, you can follow along as well. And again, we're continuing to roll here on our Irie Insurance pregame show on your live event. YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's here with you. As we get set up for Mayport CG and Kenmare-Bowbells, the Patriots number 1 in the States, and Kenmare-Bowbells number 8. And so let's take a look at both these teams, how they got here. First of all, got to give kudos to Kchock. He reminded me that these two teams, they have indeed played before. It felt like so long ago, though. It's only the second time this season that these two teams will meet. The first time went well in favor of Mayport CG by a final score of 49-26. Of course, the Patriots, just like a lot of other teams in this tournament, all their losses are quality losses. There are only 2 losses this season for the Patriots, by 16 to Thompson and by 9 to Carrington. Both teams, of course, Thompson's in the State A. Carrington was 1 win away from the State A. They eventually lost to Valley City, who's out to the state semifinals in Class A. We'll tell you more about that a little bit later. But again, Mayport CG on a roll here this season. One of the best records in the state of North Dakota. The Patriots, they are coming in to this tournament, again, as the top seed, the champions of District 4 and Region 2, the record of 23-2. And as far as their leading scorers, Riley Satcham averaging 21 points per game. Reagan Zerfus 10 and Danica Hansen with 9. Rebounding, Zerfus with 8. Mesa Larson with 8 and Riley Satcham with 5. Assists, Raina Satcham 5, Mesa Larson 4. And steals, Riley and Raina Satcham average about 8 steals per game combined. Riley Satcham, the team leader in 3-pointers with 45. And, of course, the Mayport Machine, they've got a host of seniors, in fact, 5 of them, along with 3 juniors, a pair of sophomores, and 2 freshmen. So quite a squad for Mayport CG. On the flip side, for Kenmare-Bowbells, they only have no sophomores. No sophomores, as Mike Zimmer was mentioning to me in our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Only 9 individuals in the class of 2024 in Kenmare. It's the smallest class probably in Kenmare ever, is what he says, and he's a Kenmare graduate, so he would know. But they do have a host of juniors. In fact, they've got 8 of them, along with 4 sophomores and 3 freshmen. Kenmare this season, an up-and-down year, but as I mentioned, their only loss outside of teams that have qualified either the State A or the State B tournament was Langdon area Edmore Munich, who again lost to Maple River to get to the state tournament. They fell to South Prairie Max Mayport CG out of the gate, but then they were able to pick up 8 of their next 10, falling to Botno and Central McLean. Of course, Botno an A team, Central McLean a B state team. Lost to our Redeemers, a team of the B. Lost to Bowman County, a team of the B as well. Lost to our Redeemers by 11 in the region championship game. Bounced back against Grant County, my region, 60-42 to get to this state tournament. Kenmare-Bowbells, they are 19-7 on the year. I believe the least amount of wins. The furthest away from 500, furthest away from a undefeated season is what I mean. But they're still talented. Mike Zimmer, of course, he's done a fantastic job on Kenmare, and both these coaches have. And of course, I mentioned earlier, you can't have good teams necessarily without good coaches. And these two are certainly near the cream of the crop, as with the rest of the coaches and teams here at the State B. Should be a fun one here tonight. Again, a little stats and storyline for these two teams coming in. But again, the head-to-head belongs to the top-seeded Mayport CG Patriots. Patriots, by the way, a big, massive win over Langdon area Munich in their region championship game to get here. Scoreline of 62-29. Of their 23 wins this season, and a little same thing I did if you were watching the region contest, same thing I did about Thompson. Let's chronicle their score lines, their wins this season by double digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Of their 23 wins, 22 have been by double digits. The only one that wasn't was Grafton, 66-16. Of course, that's a Division A school. Their largest margin of victory this season was well over 50 points. I believe it was 73-19 against Dakota. That's a 54-point victory. I do believe, again, that is actually we do have 56 over Cavalier, 82-26 in there as well. So some big victories to speak of, and some good results all the way around for the for the Mayport CG Patriots. Should be a fun one here tonight. First of 2 quarterfinals in this night session on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, our Redeemer, Sargent County, is on the way later on as well. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the keys to the game and the colors of the game. Before you know it, we'll have the starting lineups as well from Mayville. It's Mayport CG, Kenmare-Bowbells, quarterfinal number 3, who will join Edgeley, Cullimont-Pelier, and Bowman County in the semifinals. That's coming up next here on our Irie Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet.
first time ever World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
Coming on back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. But IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. A couple of interesting notes as we look at these state tournament teams before we get further on there in the pregame. Interestingly enough, I must have remembered differently. Maybe I'm remembering the boys instead of the girls, because I thought that Mayport CG had been here a lot more times than they have. In fact, Clifford and Galesburg have not been here. We're never here by themselves or together. And also Finley Sharon, I should mention, part of this co-op now with Mayport CG. Finley Sharon's had one state tournament appearance back in 1985 for girls basketball. Mayville Portland has only had one state title and only half a dozen state appearances, their last being 2001. It's been over 20 years since Mayville, Portland, Clifford, Galesburg, Finley, or Sharon has been to a state tournament. The only state championship, by the way, 1975. For Mayville Portland. Finley Sharon did win it in 85 as well. So this team has not won a state tournament in nearly 40 years. It's been a long wait for Trail and Steele County natives and residents and fans, if you will, as well. As for Kenmare-Bowbells, they are also, believe it or not, looking for their first state title in girls basketball. They've never had a state title in girls basketball in Class B. And they have, of course, made state a fair amount of times. Kenmare by themselves, before the Kenmare-Bowbells co-op this year, Kenmare by themselves have made it 7 times. And as for Bowbells, they had made it just once, back in 1980. So, again, Kenmare-Bowbells, they have not won a state title. So, interestingly enough, you think of these two powerhouse squads, two powerhouse programs, neither one has made a state title. We'll talk more about that a little bit later on in the broadcast. Let's get to our keys. Oh, excuse me, that'll come a little bit later. Let's go to our keys to the game, presented by Goose River Bank. Our keys to the game: Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, Haddon. Strong bank, strong community. Stop in and visit for your banking needs. GooseRiverBank.com. Good luck, teams from Goose River Bank. Member FDIC. Keys to the game, as I mentioned earlier when we had the Maple River and Bowman County contest. I'm going to do one offense, one defense for each team. Each respective team, one offense and one defense. So I'm going to start with Kenmare-Bowbells, the visitor team. Got to lock in on Riley Satcham, the senior athlete of the year in Region 2. Got to lock down on her, again, the leading scorer for Mayport CG this season, 21 points per game. Got to make somebody else beat you. That's the defensive key for Kenmare-Bowbells. The offensive key just plays a team and rely on each other because, of course, this team relatively inexperienced. A lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen, even though they did make the state tournament last year. There's a lot of different pieces, and so they got to play as a team. All the way around and, play good defense as a team, get good offense as a team, spread that ball around, and they'll have a chance. As Mike Zimmer saying, we can play with anybody. A lot of those games, maybe with the exception of Mayport CG, we were in it, and we nearly won it. So that's the big keys for Kenmare-Bowbells. For Mayport CG, stay focused. That's the biggest thing for Keenan Kchock squad again. Talented squad. You saw it in the volleyball season. And saw it here in the basketball season. Good senior leadership. They're well-balanced. Despite Satcham's team leading 10-plus points more than the rest of her team, it's just a machine. It's a machine. It translates from volleyball to basketball. They just got to stay focused and not get too pressured. The target is on their back. They are the number 1 seed, but they got to play like, well, they're an 8 seed or even they're trying to get into the state tournament. Got to stay focused and stay at hand in this one. And for the defensive side of the ball, just to take care of the basketball and look for opportunities. Do the fundamentals, rebounding, turnovers, win both of those. They should have no problem advancing to the semifinal round here tonight if they win both of those items. That's my keys to the game, presented by Goose River Bank. Now we take a look at our Mayport Hardware colors of the game. You can find a full selection of Valspar paints and Mayport Hardware and other supplies to help you beautify your home or your exterior spaces. Spring is around the corner, and what's better than picking out springtime colors, or just colors in general. We've had so much, not actually a lot of snow lately, but we've still had a fair amount of white. So we want to get to the colorful time of spring, Easter around the corner as well. Again, check out the Valspar paint selection at Mayport Hardware. They've also got appliances in case you want to do some spring cleaning or spring upgrading. So you visit Mayport Hardware, Tim and Sue and the staff with our colors of the game. Mayport CG, the Patriots in the white jerseys, red numbers, with red trim down the side of the shorts. And for Kenmare-Bowbells, are in the maroon jerseys, gold and white trim down the side of the jersey and the shorts, white numbers and white letters as well. That's our Mayport Hardware. Colors of the game, Mayport's Hardware Hank. We're going to step away here real quick. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups. And before you know it, the opening tip from the Jamestown Civic Center. It is Mayport CG, Kenmare-Bowbells, and YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And we're back here following a national anthem. As we've been having a little bit of trouble with our automatic scoreboard, so we're going to switch to a manual scoreboard here for the rest of the tournament. We're hoping to give that a go, and look like we have the capabilities, but we'll go to a manual scoreboard here now for the rest of the tournament. Just want to make sure we stay consistent on there. So if you maybe saw the clock earlier in the quarterfinal between Maple River and Bowman County, you don't see now that is the reason why. We'll keep you informed on the clock, and we will be able to keep a manual score rolling. And just want to remind you that, again, this is an audio-only stream. Due to streaming guidelines, we'll not be able to provide video for today's broadcast. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. And let's take a look now at our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. Let the sweet life, great careers, quality products grow our own. CrystalSugar.com. We will start with the Kenmare-Bowbells Honkers. Go with their starting lineups. They will start with a 5'5" sophomore guard, number 2, McKenna Mao. A 5'6" junior guard, number 11, Mache Miller. A 5'5" junior guard, number 14, Bria Crest. A 5'7" junior forward, number 25, Lilibeth Santizo. And the 5'11" sophomore center, number 32, Taya Offworth. That's the starters for head coach Mike Zimmer, assisted by Ryan Offworth. And now the starters here for the Mayport CG Patriots. Again, these starters presented by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own. CrystalSugar.com. Starting for the Patriots here tonight, it's a 5'7" senior guard, number 3, Mesa Larson. A 5'5" senior guard, number 12, Raina Satram. 5'9" senior guard, number 15, Riley Satram. The 5'8" senior forward, Danica Hansen. And I believe it's the, the 5'8" senior forward, number 10, Reagan Zerfus. So again, Larson, number 3, Reagan Zerfus, number 10, Riley and Reno Satram, number 15 and 12 respectively, and Danica Hansen, number 14. That's your starters for head coach Keenan Kchock, assisted by Riley Heil. Again, you can't see it, but the Honkers are going right to left on that screen of yours. You can imagine that. And Mayport CG will be going left to right. Opening tip is up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Back for the opening tip here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins here with you to get ready for basketball action here between the Mayport CG Patriots and the Kenmare-Bowbells Honkers. Interesting thing to note, of course, in the state tournament, there are media timeouts, and so that means that both teams, instead of 5 timeouts per game, they get 4 timeouts per game. Just a note, so we'll be taking a few more breaks here in the contest. And again, the Patriots, the top seed. Kenmare-Bowbells, number 8. Winners earlier today, number 2, Bowman County, and number 6, Edgeley-Cullomont-Pelier, a blowout and a tight contest. So we'll see what this game presents us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, Mayport CG going left to right. Kenmare-Bowbells right to left. It'll be Zerfus. Reagan, it'll be, excuse me. I think I wrote down my numbers incorrectly. Yes, Reagan Zerfus. Not sure what oh yes. Reagan Zerfus, number 10, looking at the wrong column. That's what happens when you get to a new state tournament. And Reagan Zerfus in the middle. She'll go up against Taya Offworth. Zerfus at 5'8". And Offworth checking in here at 5'11". So Offworth actually has the 3-inch advantage here for the tip. And again, they have some honorary presentations by our military officials, our military personnel. Thank you for your service as always, and thanks for being a part of the tournament. Tip is up. It's 1 to the Honkers, and we're underway here on YourLiveEvent.com. Quarterfinal number 3 between Mayport CG and Kenmare-Bowbells. Inside, into the lane, still looking for space. Kick out there to Mao. Now on the left side there, closed out by Satram. Picked up this time by Raina Satram. Mao out to the right-hand side, drops it off now to Santizo. 7 on the shot clock, got to get it up. Shot off the left side, it's a miss mark. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Honkers, so Mayport CG will grab the ball here to start their possession. 7:25 to go in the opening quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Looking for the first score of the game. Riley Satram. There on the right-hand side, on the move. Dropped off, Mesa Larson, left wing. Larson driving inside and draws the foul. First foul of the contest, 7:08 to go here in the opening quarter. That's going to go against Mache Miller. Her first, team's first. Mache Miller, another great cross-country runner. She can certainly run with the best of them. She'll be running a lot here tonight. There's Mesa Larson. Hanson. Left wing, Hanson looking, driving inside, free throw line, spin move, gets stuffage, jump ball, it'll stay Mayport CG basketball here, 21 on the shot clock. Again, we had a high-scoring affair in the first quarterfinals, 69-43. That 43 was the winning score line for EKM over Central McLean, 42. 3-ball, kaboom. First one out of the chute there for Reno Satram with the triple. And another turnover there for Kenmare-Bowbells. Actually, their first official turnover of the game. As Mayport CG brings it back here, Reno Satram as the Patriots take the 3-0 lead here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Up and under, shot is missed, that time for Zerfus. The Patriots continue to hold a 3-0 lead. Knocked out of bounds. And so it'll go back to Mayport CG. Raina Satcham, Riley Satcham over there on the left wing. Off the screen from Zerfus. Hansen now, left wing. 6:07 to go here in the opening quarter. 3-0 Mayport CG. Scoop layup missed. Rebound up for grabs. Riley Satcham gets another chance. And cannot get a third. As the Honkers there will bring it back. That's a steal. Danica Hansen looking for the steal and score, and she's got it. Third turnover already as Hansen puts it up and in. 5-0 here in favor of Mayport CG. 5:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Left side here now for Crest. Mao, and her hands on the right side for Kenmare-Bowbells. Getting some space, Offerth rolls to the cup and scores. Taya Offerth gets the Honkers on the board here, 5-2. 5:10 to go in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Raina Satcham 3, kaboom! Raina Satcham drills her second three-pointer of the contest. 8-2 now, under 5 to go in the opening quarter. Stepping into a jumper there for Kenmare. It's a miss that time for Bria Crest, and the rebound goes to Mayport CG. Riley Satcham down to Hansen, right wing. Zerfus posting up, she gets it, flips it back out. Hansen flips it back. Riley Satcham looking for some space, poked away, back to Raina Satcham. Looking for Hansen, it's stolen away by Santizo. Santizo back for the Honkers. Miller up to the top to Mao, down inside Santizo, extra move miss. Rebound up for grabs, it's taken there by Danica Hansen. And back come the Patriots. Satcham, Stuffage out of bounds, and it'll stay Mayport CG basketball. Score remains 8-2 as we get to our first media timeout. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we update that score. Mayport CG 8, Kenmare-Bowbells 2, 4:10 to go in the opening quarter.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com at Bank North, they take community to heart. See more at banknorth.com. At ibanknorth.com. 8-2 Mayport CG with the lead over Kenmare-Bowbells. Patriots have held the lead the entire time. Of course, it's very early in this one. 4:10 to go here in the opening quarter. As the inbound, Satcham, top of the key three, just off the mark. Rebound, Raina Satcham off the box, miss. As Kenmare-Bowbells, Offerth had it, jump ball, it'll stay. Kenmare-Bowbells basketball. Kenmare-Bowbells with it now, Miller, left wing. Over to Crest, now back to Miller. Into the game for the first time, it's Anna Peterson, sophomore. Offerth, along with Santizo on the floor for Kenmare-Bowbells. Peterson, left side, Back out Offorth, 12 of the shot clock, got to make a move. Good defense from Mayport CG. Offorth follows her miss, and she draws the foul. Foul is going to go here against Mesa Larson. Her first, team's first. They're actually going to call it on the floor here. An inbound there to Offorth. Around. Santizo back in. Offorth puts it up and in. Taya Offorth cuts the lead now to 4. 8-4. With 3:16 left to go here in the opening quarter. Larson zips it top of the key. Satrom. Zerfis for 3. Long rebound taken there by Crest. Bria Crest, the junior, brings it back up for the Honkers. Crest driving through the lane. Missed the shot. Rebound Hansen. Back to Raina Satrom here. 2:53 to go in the opening quarter. 8-4 on the Dakota Heritage scoreboard in favor of Mayport CG. Larson off the screen from Zerfis, left side, drives in, and it's going to be a foul before the shot. Going to be the second on the Honkers. This one will go against Bria Crest, her first. As we get a, looks like a media timeout. 8-4, 2:46 to go in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Patriots lead.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 8-4, 2:46 remaining here in the opening quarter on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. You can follow along here. Third of 4 quarterfinals. Mayport CG, Finley Sharon, added to the co-op as well. Kenmare-Bowbells, first years for both of these co-ops, by the way, both of the full configurations of the co-ops. Zerfis on the inbound is the blocking foul. She was trying to drive to the hoop. And the foul will go against Taya Offorth, her first, team's third. Again, with the new foul changes, there's 5 each quarter. You get 4 for free, and the 5th, you send the opponent to the bonus. Inbound, Riley Satrom. Satrom dribbling back to the sideline. Now Raina Satrom near the center circle. Riley Satrom, deep 3, in and out. Rebound, Mesa Larson put back his miss. Offorth will take it that time as the Honkers bring it back. Fast-moving pace here. 2:17 to go in the opening quarter. Miller drops it in left side of the paint now. Offorth back to Miller. Mache Miller, top of the key. Step back jumper, 20-footer left side is good for Mache Miller. 8-6. Lead is down to 2 here. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And we get a foul. As this one will go against McKenna Mao, her first, team's 4th of the quarter. One more in the bonus the rest of the way from Mayport CG. Satrom, top of the key here, checking in at the media break. Kiaza Carlson, along with Hudson Zerfis, they both checked in as the Patriots turn it over. I believe just their second of the game. And now Kenmare-Bowbells, nearly turned it back as Reagan Zerfis hangs on. Satrom, Raina Satrom that is. Carlson driving, draws the foul. She'll get 2 shots either way. As this one will go against Peterson. Anna Peterson's first. Team's fifth. So as Kaisa Carlson goes to the free throw line. Carlson's first is missed right side. First free throw attempt of the day for either team. As checking back in for Riley Satcham and Reagan Zerfus. Hansen is back in and Larson is back in. So it's second shot there for Carlson is good. Kaisa Carlson there with a free throw makes it 9-6 Mayport CG. 1:24 to go here in the opening quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Offorth, top of the key. Drop down now to Crest. Top of the key here for Peterson. Miller with it now. Miller around the horn, left side, near the corner for Crest. Crest dropped off there for Peterson. Peterson now to Miller, 8 on the shot clock. Runner inside, it's good for Machae Miller. 9-8, lead down to 1. Raina Satcham, Peyton Zerfus draws the foul. Hudson Zerfus, excuse me, draws the foul. As she'll go to the line for 2 shots. This one will go against Bria Crest, her second. And, of course, we're well into the bonus. Hudson Zerfus will shoot a pair. First one is up and good. Makes it 10-8 Mayport CG. 46.2 on the clock here in the opening quarter. Second shot is up and good. 11-8. 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter of quarterfinal number 3. Miller, top of the key, Mao. Back left side, handed off from Peterson to Mao. Drives baseline and is fouled on the way there. As this one is going to go against Hudson Zerfus, her first, team second. Foul on the floor. Still a couple of fouls to give for Mayport CG. Inbound, baseline left for Peterson. Offorth, Miller, step back 3 in the way. Kaboom! Machae Miller drills the 3. We are tied at 11, our first tie since the opening tip. 20 seconds left on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in this opening quarter. Kenmare-Bowbells hanging well with the Patriots. Zerfus surrounded, ekes it out, and it'll be last touch by Kenmare-Bowbells, so the Patriots hold on. Checking in, back in Riley Satcham and Reagan Zerfus. Will be in for the final 10.4 here in this opening quarter. Again, 11-11, make a wish, especially if your favorite team is one of these. Raina Satcham and Riley Satcham. Patriots keep the ball. Raina Satcham, Riley Satcham, 5 seconds, 3 ball, partially blocked. It does get to the rim, rebound Miller, not enough time to make a shot happen. At the end of the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, we're tied at 11, going to the second on YourLiveEvent.com.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service. Let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Start of the second quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's hanging out here with you. 11-11 is our tie ball game here. Start again of the second quarter between Mayport CG and Kenmare-Bowbells, the 1 versus the 8. Already in the semifinals, number 2 Bowman County and number 6 Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier. Somehow that gets to Riley Satcham. The rebound, Zerfus chucks it back out. Danica Hansen, 3-ball, kaboom! Danica Hansen trails the 3, 14-11. The Patriots improve their lead back to 3. Round the horn there, right side now for Mao. Mao travel, double dribble. Either way, it's turnover. Unofficially number 5 for the Honkers. 7:28 remaining here in this opening half. As it'll be Zerfus to bring it up. Or excuse me, it'll be Satcham, Raina Satcham. Now Riley Satcham brings it up for the Patriots. Mesa Larson. They play a little catch there. The top of the key to the right side. Raina Satcham closed out there. Good defense. A little bit of a 2-2-1 zone for Kenmare-Bowbells. Clogging up things for Mayport CG. They have 5 on the shot clock. 3-ball. Kaboom! Splash. For Satcham, Riley Satcham, her first bucket of the game. 17-11. There's a 6-0 run off a pair of threes for the Patriots. As there's a 3 for Miller, in and out, and rebound hauled in by Mesa Larson. Larson surveys the team. Danny Hansen, 3, long rebound, Mache Miller. Miller and the Honkers now off to the races. Miller will back away. Miller dropped off there for Mao. Offerth, left wing. Now Miller doing a little dance, trying to feed it inside. Satcham pokes it out of bounds. It'll stay Honker basketball here. 6:10 to go in the opening half against 17-11 Mayport CG. With the lead, they've either been in front or been tied the whole game. Offerth at the inbound there. Peterson, Mao. Mao hooking it inside back to Offerth. Off the box and in for Taya Offerth. It's up to 6 points now, 17-13. 5:55 to go here in the opening half. Larson in the left corner. Fight for the ball as she lost it. Jump ball. It should go Kenmare-Bowbells' way, and it does. So Santizo and Miller alone in the backcourt with Mao, Peterson, and Offerth. Most of these ladies have played the whole game. Peterson zips it top of the key now. Mao. Now Miller on the right-hand side. Miller trying to curl in. Miller through a couple of Patriot defenders. Missed it. Rebound up for grabs. Larson had it. It's a jump ball. It goes back to Mayport CG now. 17-13, 5:27 to go here in the opening half. The Jamestown Civic, we get immediate timeout. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Patriots 17, Kenmare-Bowbells 13, midway through the second quarter.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. James Martin's here with you. 17-13 Mayport CG with a 4-point lead over Kenmare-Bowbells. 5:27 to go in the opening half. Some score updates from the A. Of course, an upset. Valley City beats Bodno 64-61. The 7 takes down the 2. Yeah, I got to say, I kind of saw it coming with the way Valley City was playing. Devils Lake all over Northern Cass 64-42. Thompson right now leading Watford City about halfway through the second quarter, 23-16. So both top seeds right now, the 8 seed is hanging with them. 3 ball, Satram doinks in and out and rebound. Danica Hansen, turnaround is missed. Santizo hauls it in for Kenmare-Bowbells and back come the Honkers. 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Miller in left corner now for Crest. Brea Crest with those 2 fouls into the game. Offerth, now Miller. Miller, Santizo directing traffic. Dropped it off there now for Peterson. Offerth back into Santizo. Turnaround is up and good for Lilibeth Santizo. Her first bucket of the game, 17-15. It was an 11-11 tie at the end of the first quarter. We have 4.5 to go here in half. Number 1, Raina Satram. Backdoor find. Reagan Zerfis. Her first bucket of the game now. 19-15 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Left wing, Peterson back for Kenmare-Bowbells. Offerth. Miller. Right side. Drops it back left. Peterson. Peterson matched up there with Riley Satram on the one-on-one defense from Mayport CG. Offerth. Kick out. Little inside-out action. Crest has to wheel it back out. Offerth, 10 on the shot clock. Hand in the face by Reagan Zerfis. Offerth goes baseline, slings it, stolen away by Satram. Riley Satram brings it back for the Patriots. Hansen for 3. In and out. Rebound yanked away by Crest. Miller brings it up the floor there for the Honkers. Sidearms it out. Peterson right side back to Miller. And a foul on Raina Satram. That's going to be her first, team's first of the quarter. That's the first team foul called to 3:36 to go in the second quarter. First one on either side. 19-15 as we get to the bottom half of the first half. Right-hand side there for Miller. Through the baseline, lost it in between her wickets that time. As Crest couldn't hang on. Kenmare-Bowbells with about half a dozen turnovers in this opening half. It's the Satrams, Larson, Hansen, and Zerfis. Reagan Zerfis, that is, your 5 starters from Mayport CG on the floor. Right-hand side now for Larson, cross-court. Hansen, open space, left side. Can't get a shot to drop, but a rebound for Reagan Zerfis. She's been key around the glass, as is that. A drive to the bucket there for Raina Satram. Up down to 8 points as that's out of bounds towards me. Crest can't hang on, and another turnover for Kenmare-Bowbells. We get another media timeout. 2:55 to go here in the opening half. Mayport CG 21, Kenmare-Bowbells 15.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop. Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
You've got a lot more going for you in 2024 with Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank. No matter how many times your New Year's resolutions change, Mayport Hardware's tools and supplies will aid your goals and dreams. Let their staff help you turn those scratch paper scribblings into reality. Paint the bathroom, fix the deck, finally get that garden going. You may not be able to do it all this year, but you can check any of those off your list with the help of Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville. Coming out of a Bank North timeout, 21. I should update that score. 21-15. Mayport CG with the lead over Kenmare-Bowbells. They got the ball as well. 2:55 remains here in the opening half. Still just one team foul called for either side. Maisel Larson, left side, top of the key, around right wing now for Satcham. Riley Satcham, that is. Danica Hansen, right corner, drives baseline, spin move, 360, scores! Danica Hansen now up to 7, 23-15. The Patriots starting to inch ahead here now. Mache Miller. Right side. Mao gets it back from Crest. Mao in towards Peterson. She can't hang on, and another turnover for Kenmare-Bowbells. Unofficially their 9th of the game. Mayport CG have them down for just 2. So Mayport CG 2:10 to work with here in the opening half, 23-15. Larson driving. Rivals it back, top of the key for Hansen. Hansen dropped off, Riley Satcham. Satcham trying to go around, tough defense for Kenmare-Bowbells. Finds the opening, Larson 3, kaboom! Mesa Larson! Her first bucket of the game, 26-15, as the Patriots have their largest lead of the game now at 11. 97 seconds to go in the opening half. Desperately needing an answer right now for Kenmare-Bowbells. Miller denied by Reno Satcham. Eyes so focused. As that pass back out to Crest in the lane, draws the foul. She'll go to the line for 2 as the foul go on Mesa Larson, her second. Team second. And Crest at the free throw line for 2. First free throw attempt for Kenmare-Bowbells here this evening. Bria Crest makes the first. Crest, her second, is missed off the back of the yard, and the rebound goes to Mayport CG, leading out 26-16. 1:15 to go in the opening half on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Satcham double teamed at the top of the key. Riley Satcham gets it from Reyna. Mesa Larson, left side, hooks it. Step back 3 in the way. Kaboom for Riley Satcham. 29-16. The Patriots pulling ahead, and a timeout is called by Mike Zimmer and Kenmare-Bowbells. 56 seconds to go in the opening half. Patriots had their largest lead of the game on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 29-16.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Coming out of a Bank North timeout, Mayport CG 29, Kenmare-Bowbells 16. Tight one at the MSU Dome in Minot, 27-25. Thompson, late in the first half, they lead. They had an 11-point lead at one point, or a 9-point lead, I should say. It's all but evaporated as the Wolves on the prowl, trying to knock off the top-seeded Tommies. 50 seconds here in this opening half. Kenmare-Bowbells with the ball in search of a bucket. 3-ball, Miller, long rebound, stolen away by Larson. Peterson had the edge, but Larson ripped it away. As time slows down for the Patriots, about a 3.5-second differential between shot and game clock. Satcham, Reyna Satcham, that is. Poked away there by Santizo, back to Satcham. Hansen tries to go backdoor cut, instead will do a jump shot, missed it, right side, and the rebound goes to Offerth. Picked up by Hansen. Crest deflected in the air and stolen away again by the Patriots. Hansen up ahead, Satcham with the score. Riley Satcham now up to 8 as the end of the half comes. 31-16, the Patriots with a 15-point lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Halftime stats and analysis next.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
The Mayport CG Booster Club is here to support, promote, and encourage all Patriot sports and academic activities. The Mayport CG Booster Club members strive each year to make events within Mayport CG schools a very rewarding experience for the students, athletes, and spectators alike. For more information, like the Mayport CG Booster Club on Facebook. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game, and go Patriots!
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
This is Tim Kazette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Kazette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online at triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Hear a little bit of the background of the Mayport CG drum line. As we go to the halftime, on our Dakota Heritage Bank halftime, score on our scoreboard, 31-16, Mayport CG with the lead over Kenmare-Bowbells. It was tied at 11 at the end of the first quarter. Mayport CG 20-5, outscoring Kenmare-Bowbells in the second quarter. Your stat leaders here from the first quarter, very balanced attack from Mayport CG. Raina Satram and Riley Satram, no surprise there. They're the leading scorers, 8 points each. And 7 points for Danica Hansen. 3 points for Mesa Larson, 2 each for Hudson Zerfus and Reagan Zerfus, and 1 point for Kaisa Carlson. Only 13 rebounds in the first half for Mayport CG, just 11 for Kenmare-Bowbells. They are led in scoring. The Honkers are by Mache Miller, 7. 2 points for Lilibeth Santizo, 6 for Tea Offerth, and 1 for Bria Crest. And for the team stats, in the first half, Mayport CG shot 11 of 28 for 39%. They shot 6 of 14, 43% from three-point range, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%. Kenmare-Bowbells shooting 7 of 15 for 47% from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So again, Mayport CG just doing their damage from the three-point line. 15 more points from 3 than Kenmare-Bowbells, and would you look at that? The lead on the scoreboard is 15. Some other team stats. Second chance points, Mayport CG blinking Kenmare-Bowbells on that stat, 15-0. Or I should say points off turnover, 15-0, Mayport CG over Kenmare-Bowbells. 10 turnovers, by the way, for the Honkers, just 3 for Mayport CG in that first half. And as well, looking at, let's see here. No other really team stats jump out at me, but again, the turnovers, the points off of turnovers, not even the rebounds that big right now. 8 assists for Mayport CG. They're at a +5 assist to turnover ratio led by Maisel Larson's 3. She also has 3 rebounds, second on the team, only to Danica Hansen's 4. Leading rebounder for Kenmare-Bowbells, Taya Offorth with 5. She's halfway to a double-double. She also leads the team in assists with 2. That's our halftime report presented by Farmers Union Insurance Agent Ryan Opdahl of Hillsboro. You can visit downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777 for home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Again, visit that agency downtown. Visit that agent, Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Again, on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Mayport CG 31, Kenmare-Bowbells 16 at the half. Third quarter is next.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We've got your back. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to irieinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Third quarter about to get started on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin saying it out with you on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Mayport CG 31, Kenmare-Bowbells 16 in this 1-8 quarterfinal at the North Dakota State B Girls Basketball Tournament. Again, big win for Bowman County earlier today over Maple River. They're off to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. I want to make that clear again. Semifinals tomorrow afternoon. And a tight one between Edgley Cullum Montpelier and Central McLean. It was a 1-point win for EKM. They eked out a victory for sure. So again, 31-16 the score here. Talked about it a little bit in the first half, kind of all these teams and how been relatively, you could say, unsuccessful at state tournaments. Take a look at a team like Bowman County. They haven't won a state title since 1992. Back-to-back appearances for the Bowman County Bulldogs. For the first time as Bowman County, when they went as Bowman, it was 2007-2008. As for Maple River, well, there's a lot of conglomerations in there. We'll talk about them and some of the other teams as we get throughout the state tournament here. But again, a couple of teams that have one, I guess you'd say with the new co-ops, two state tournaments in between them. One for Mayville Portland and the other for Findlay Sharon, part of the Mayport CG Findlay Sharon co-op. It's a good started here in the second half. Kenmare-Bowbells with the ball. Their starters out there on the floor with Offerth, Santizo, Crest, Mao, and Miller. Miller has the ball now, right corner. Pestered there by Raina Satram, 15 on the shot clock. Over there left side now for Mao. Got to find an opening. Offerth, Miller, and nearly stolen away. 5 on the shot clock. Mao gets it up for 3. Doinks off the mark. Nobody there for the rebound except for Mason Larson. Larson drops off now for Raina Satram. Now Danica Hansen looking in. Shot is up and missed for Larson. Rebound there for the Honkers and Miller. Shea Miller dropped off here now to Offerth with it. Crest, Miller, driving inside, closed out, dropped off for Offerth. Left side now for Mao. Once again, shot clock winding down and a steal. 11th turnover of the game for Kenmare-Bowbells. Up ahead, Hansen. Off the feet from Riley Satram. Danica Hansen now your leading scorer. Among all players, she's got 9. It's now 33-16. Mayport CG's largest lead of the game at 17. Miller, jumper, missed, rebound, hauled in by Larson. Larson zips it on up ahead. Reagan Zerfus, the layup is good. Zerfus now 4 points and a timeout's called. Mike Zimmer. No, not the Minnesota Vikings, Mike Zimmer, the Kenmare-Bowbells. Mike Zimmer, 35-16 here in the third quarter on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
And we're coming out of a Bank North timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 35-16, Mayport CG. Pretty comfortable lead right now over Kenmare-Bowbells. As the Honkers looking to avoid those consolation semifinals tomorrow night. Again, the great thing about North Dakota basketball is you get 3 games no matter what. There is a 7th place game played. Again, in Minnesota, it's not the case. Other states, sure not the case as well, depending upon the size of the teams, number of teams. As Kenmare-Bowbells turns it over for the 12th time. You get a jump ball to stay Mayport CG basketball here. 5:56 remaining here in the third quarter. Don't forget, we got another game for you right after this one on a separate stream. Sargent County, number 4, it takes on our Redeemers. Number 5. 4-5 matchup as a nice move off a pick and roll there for Reagan Zerfus. 37-16. Mayport CG right now on a tear, on a 26-5 run since the end of the first quarter. Santizo, and a foul before the turnover. This one's going to go against Riley Satram. That's her first, team's first. And the inbound, baseline left. Looking, getting it in to Santizo, and a turnover. Number 13 on Kenmare-Bowbells. Got off to a good start again. It was an 11-11 tie. But since then, it's been pretty much all Mayport CG. Raina Satram, Riley Satram. Bounce it, Danica Hansen in the corner. Left corner deals it into Zerfus. Sneaks it back out around. Larson 3. Kaboom! Mason Larson drills another three-pointer, and the points keep piling on for the top seed, 40-16. 4:55 to go here in the third quarter. As the top seed Patriots showing you why they deserve that top seed recognition. Miller, left side, step back 3. Kaboom! Shea Miller. Up to 10 points now on the night. 40-19, and the Honkers desperately needed that one. Riley Satram with a roll to the cup, missed it. Left side, rebound Offerth. Miller back on the chase there for the Honkers. Peterson, Miller, right wing. Miller lost it, stolen away. Raina Satram, Peterson tried to steal it back, but it went to the Mayport CG bench. Checking in, Hudson Zerfus and Kaisa Carlson are back in for the Patriots. Inbound to Mesa Larson. Again, the starters, all seniors from Mayport CG. You can see why. They are so good, so experienced, so disciplined, so focused on what's at hand. Not to say that Kenmare-Bowbells isn't, but it's a tough assignment when you have a team of no seniors going against a team that starts all seniors. As Kaisa Carlson drove to the basket and is fouled, she makes the first free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe here tonight. It's now 41-19. Second attempt for Carlson is good, 42-19. Now a 31-9 run since the end of the first quarter. We're halfway through this third quarter. That's another steal. Larson. Mesa Larson will slow it down for the Patriots, going right to left in those white jerseys. Red numbers, red letters, Patriots on the front of the jersey. As Larson, back out Reagan Zerfus in the corner. Little sister Hudson Zerfus. Back and forth we go. Good ball movement, Zerfus, right side, Carlson. Long jumper is missed, and the rebound taken away by Crest. Bria Crest brings it up for the Honkers in those road maroons, goal numbers. Traveling left to right, Crest goes coast to coast, can't get the most. As she missed the shot, Hudson Zerfus back up. Riley Satrom, left side of the lane, and one for Riley Satrom. 10 points now for Riley Satrom, 9 for Danica Hansen, 8 for Raina Satrom, 6 for Reagan Zerfus, 6 for Mesa Larson. There's just no weakness in this Mayport CG squad as it's now 44-19. It's a tough assignment for anybody. Nobody in Class B has beaten these Patriots so far. So that's a missed shot there. But a rebound and one. Reagan Zerfus says that's how we drew it up. And she gets a chance at the free throw line. She has 8 now. That's now 4 Patriots with at least 8 points. And we have a timeout, Mike Zimmer and the Honkers. 46-19, 3:17 to go here in quarter number 3 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Mayport CG 46, Kenmare-Bowbells 19. Reagan Zerfus at the free throw line, trying to turn a 27-point lead into a 28-point lead. Shot good, 47-19. This is why this team is the number 1 seed. As I mentioned earlier, experienced, focused, disciplined. All their wins against Division B opponents have come by double digits this season. That's a missed shot. Santizo trying to get the rebound as the Patriots get it back. Hansen's back in, and Raina Satrom back in as well for the Patriots. We get I believe, a media timeout as well. 2:57 to go here in the third. Mayport CG rolling. 47-19, late third quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online to triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Coming out of the Bank North timeout, 47-19, Mayport CG with a big lead and the ball under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. On their way towards the semifinals in this State B tournament to take on the winner of our final quarterfinal between Sargent County and our Redeemers. Raina Satrom drives in the lane and scores. Makes it 49-19. That's the 30-point threshold. You never like to see a running clock in a state tournament, but this is the 1-8 matchup as there's a foul. Taya Offerth, but a good first half, 6 points, no points so far in the second half. Again, just 3 points for Kenmare-Bowbells in this entire second half as the foul will go against Raina Satrom, her second, team second. Miller, the only bucket of the second half so far for the Honkers. Miller drops it in. Santizo, turnaround up and good. Lilibeth Santizo, her second bucket of the game, 49-21. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hudson Zerfus, right side. Deals it in. Hansen closed out. Kick it back out. Larson, right wing. Larson sashaying around a little bit. She'll slow it up a little bit now. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing for Kaisa Carlson. Off the fan screen there. Larson gets the feed down on the baseline, and Mesa Larson now with 8 points. 51-21, the Mayport CG machine keeps moving. Offorth gets a nice feed inside and scores as well. 8 points now for her, 51-23. Raina Satram, left wing, out top of the key there for Carlson. Carlson back to Raina Satram. Drops it off, Hudson Zerfus, and a travel. Just the 4th turnover of the game for Mayport CG. As Mao will check back in. McKenna Mao, the sophomore, in for Mache Miller. Nice thing about Kenmare-Bowbells, all these players eligible to come back next year. No seniors on the squad. Top of the key there for Offorth. Offorth now to Crest. Crest, reverse layup, just a little short. And it's off the bottom of the backboard and out of bounds. It goes back to Mayport CG as Reagan Zervis and Riley Satcham check back in. 7-player rotation for Keenan Kchock. One of those odd but good situations. He's, again, a teacher at up in the Hatton Northwood districts. But they allow him to come coach at Mayport CG. Danica Hansen lets it go as that's a foul back the other way. Crest draws it. 13 foul in Mayport CG. That's Riley Satcham's second. Nobody really in foul trouble this game. 40 seconds left in the third. Offorth. Peterson. Mao lost it on the way to the cup. Knocked off a Mayport CG Patriot ankle. And with 32.3 in the third quarter, about a 9-second differential between shot and game clock. Inbound, baseline right for Crest. Peterson wide open, doesn't see her. Gets it out to Offorth on the top of the key. Peterson with it now. Right wing, drives baseline, and it's in for Anna Peterson. Her first bucket of the game. They're 51-25. Shot clock turned off, 15 seconds to go here in the third. Satcham, Carlson, reverse layup and one. Oh my goodness. Kaisa Carlson. Hello. She was pretty much blind to the basket. As Satcham found her on a backdoor cut, she just kind of threw it up there, and, well, it went in, and she got the foul as well. Carlson shot in and out. Couldn't finish the old-fashioned three-point play. Kenmare-Bowbells with a chance here at the end of the third quarter. As Peterson, three, jumper, off the mark, and that is how the third quarter will come to an end. Under Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Mayport CG rolling towards a spot in tomorrow afternoon semifinals with a 53-25 lead as we go to the fourth on YourLiveEvent.com from the State B tournament at the Jamestown Civic Center.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Triton Mechanical is your leader for commercial, industrial, and residential contracting in southeast North Dakota. From the quality of their products, the commitment to you, the customer, and their service, let Triton Mechanical handle your next request from heating, cooling, boilers, and more. Go online to triton-mechanical.com. That's triton-mechanical.com for all your service work or to get in contact with them today. Triton Mechanical is a division of Grotberg Electric, and they strive to leave a legacy of excellence with their partners, customers, and employees.
Fourth quarter about to get started on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martin's here with you, 53-25. Mayport CG, the top seed, they are rolling. The top seed out in A. Thompson Tommies, they are up now by 15 over Watford City, 54-39. The winner goes on to the second semifinal tomorrow evening, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, around 2:45. against either Sargent County or our Redeemers. Start of the fourth quarter, here we go. Offerth for Kenmare-Bowbells. Round a crest. Top of the key there for Mao. Miller, step back three. Kaboom, Mache Miller. Miller has made a three-pointer in 3 out of the 4 quarters of this game, and it's now 53-28. You'd like to at least see them avoid the running clock. As the foul is going to go against Taya Offworth. That is her third. Team's first of the quarter, and I believe the half. Or not of the half, excuse me, just of the quarter. Riley Satcham, Zerfus, Hudson Zerfus, Reagan. Hudson out, Danica Hansen, 3. Kaboom, Danica Hansen. Up now to 12, 56-28. 7:12 remaining here in regulation. Offworth, Miller. Miller, step back jumper, long two, miss short, out of bounds. Mayport CG got to get it back here. Get such balanced scoring. Danica Hansen with 12, Riley Satcham with 10, Raina Satcham 10, Reagan Zerfus 8, Mesa Larson with 8. Kaisa Carlson with 5, I believe, including maybe the play of the game. Hansen, right side, deals it in. Reagan Zerfus off the box miss. Rebound Taya Offworth. Offworth going to bring it up the floor here. 6.5 to go in regulation. Offworth. As Santizo, now Miller. Mache Miller deals it into Santizo. Santizo muscling her way and scoring. Lilibeth Santizo now with 6 points for the Honkers. 56-30. Hudson Zerfus driving, and we get a timeout before the foul. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 on yourliveevent.com.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Coming out of this Bank North timeouts. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. 56-30, 6:11 to go here in regulation. Between Kenmare-Bowbells and Mayport CG, the Patriots on their way to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. Again, Bowman County and Edgeley-Cullomont-Pele are already there. Mayport CG on the way, and our Redeemer Sargent County hoping to book the last spot. That game coming up next. As nice feed inside, Riley Satcham missed. Taya Offworth with the board. And back come the Honkers in those maroon jerseys, left to right gold numbers. Outlined in white, gold letters on the jersey. Mao, 3 is missed. Reagan Zerfus hauls it in. Thrown to the ground, and possession arrow will favor the Patriots. The Patriots on their way to move to 24-2 on the year. Still no losses to Division B opponents this season. Hansen, right side. 3 ball on the way for Satcham. Missed it. Rebound. Put back. Larson is good. Mesa Larson. Up now to 10. 58-30. On that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Miller's jumper is good. Mache Miller. Up now to 15 points. 58-32. 5:13 to go here in regulation. Satcham, Larson, left wing now. chucks it in. Zerfis missed the shot. Reagan Zerfis will go to the free throw line. As this one will go against Bria Crest. That is her third. Team's second of the quarter. As Reagan Zerfis back to the free throw line there for two. She is 1 for 1 on the day. And Zerfis first is good. Again, Zerfis now with 10 points. She's the 4th Patriot to double figures. Make that the 5th Patriot to double figures. All 5 starters in double figures here in this game. 60-32, Mayport CG. With 5 minutes to go, it's just a matter of time before they're semifinalists. Peterson, Miller on the top of the key, Alforth. 3-ball, kaboom! McKenna Mao, her first points of the game, 60-35. Got to give kudos to Mike Zimmer and those Kenmare-Bowbells Lady Hawkers for staying in this game, staying competitive, avoiding that running clock. As nice find, Mao back-to-back buckets. She now has 5 points. 60-37. Larson driving. Back out, drops it down. Reagan Zerfis. Danica Hansen jumper, short, rebound. Taken by the Hawkers and Mao. Mao lost it. Fight for the ball. It's a timeout called by Keenan Kchock. 60-37. And that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Mayport CG leading Kenmare-Bowbells. We'll keep it here for now. Mentioned kind of the state tournament history for the teams in the field. Let's keep going with that. Let's talk about our final quarterfinalists tonight, our Redeemers and Sargent County. Our Redeemers, believe it or not, making their very first appearance at a state tournament in girls basketball. I do believe, their second appearance. Their first was back in 2017. Of course, the volleyball team has been outstanding, but girls basketball has been a little bit harder to come by for state tournaments, but they make their second appearance. We'll see them in just a little bit on YourLiveEvent.com. 4 minutes of game time left and a 60-37 lead for Mayport CG. Larson, stuffage, taken away by the Honkers. Crest, Mao deals it in off. She lost it. It'll go back to Mayport CG. You'll probably see the benches clear here soon. With 3:43 to go here in regulation and a 23-point lead. As the seniors remain out there for the Patriots. Raina Larson and lost control and out of bounds. Kenmare-Bowbells gets it back. Of course, Mike Zimmer, he mentioned it in the Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Hard couple of years. Daughter Kate, part of that promising team last year. They were ranked number 1 at one point last year as Alforth drives and scores. She's up now to 10 points, 60-39. Again, they were ranked number 1 last year, and then the injury to Kate Zimmer that just took the wind out of the sails of the Hawkers. They finished in 8th place last year at the state tournament as Alforth San Juan is missed right side. It's been a journey to get back, but as Mike Zimmer mentioned it, he still finds the joy in coaching this team. Despite his 2 daughters graduated and off to bigger and brighter and better things. Mesa Larson on the drive, and one for Mesa Larson. 62-39 as Mayport CG continues pushing forward. Larson with 12 now. As Larson's shot is up and it is missed. Rebound taken by Alforth. Up ahead. Jumper is good. There for Bria Crest. Crest's first made field goal of the game, 62-41. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Again, Kenmare-Bowbells keeping shots up, but just a little too much firepower for Mayport CG tonight. They scored more points, did Kenmare-Bowbells, than the last time those two teams met. Second game of the year, but they also allowed more points. There's a foul with immediate timeout as well. The foul goes, by the way, against Michelle Miller, her second. Team's fourth. Immediate timeout, 62-41. Mayport CG getting closer to a trip to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon on YourLiveEvent.com. Coming out of a Bank North timeout on YourLiveEvent.com. 62-41, 2:42 to go in regulation. We've been looking at state tournament appearances and championships. Sargent County will be here in a little bit. They do have a championship among their co-op. Sargent Central won it in 1978. So, but again, not a ton of championships. On the B side, of course, when some of the bigger schools leave, like Central Cass and Kindred, helps you out a little bit to get a shot at a state title. Left wing there for Riley Satcham as the Patriots travel. 62-41, 2:23 to go in regulation. Santizo back on the floor for Kenmare-Bowbells. Neither team has gone to their benches quite yet. I imagine we'll see that shortly. Michelle Miller and the Honkers never had the lead as Larson with the steal. Mason Larson, layup is good. Larson with 14. 64-41. Mayport CG 2 minutes away from the semifinals. It's knocked out of bounds, actually thrown away, no deflection. And now Keenan Kchock will clear his bench. Hudson Zerfus, Kaiser Carlson back on the floor there for the Patriots. As well on the floor for the Patriots, Kylie Kropleen and Carissa Mueller and Kayla Knutsbig all on the floor there for Mayport CG. So Knutsbig with it. Top of the key, Carlson. Kaiser Carlson, left side. Back out Knutsbig, thought about shooting it, won't take the shot. Carlson with it now. Carlson, corner for Hudson Zerfus. 95 seconds to go, Zerfus stays upright. Zerfus finding down low, Mueller travel. 64-41, minute and a half to go here in regulation. Again, our Redeemer, Sargent County, comes up next. As Offerth, Crest, and now Miller. Kenmare-Bowbells will take on the team that falls short in our final quarterfinal between the Knights and the Bulldogs. Dealt into Offerth. It's a jump ball, and it'll stay at Kenmare-Bowbells. Checking in is Peterson back on the floor. Anna Peterson for the Honkers. Inbound baseline right there for Crest. Into Offerth. Offerth, turn around. It's good for Taya Offerth. She's had a nice game tonight with 12 points. Handful of rebounds, 64-43. Under a minute to go. Carlson. Carlson dropped off there to Knutsbig. Hudson Zerfus. Carlson driving, trying to drop it off and stolen away. Santizo back for Kenmare-Bowbells. Missed shot, rebound. Mayport CG lost it. Santizo and the Hawkers get it back. Missed shot. Rebound Carlson. And the shot clock is turned off. Mayport CG will be in tomorrow's second semifinal as Keenan Kchock calls his final timeout. And we'll just keep it here at this point. 64-43, 21 seconds left. Again, Mayport CG will go to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon around 2:45. Again, our first semifinal, Bowman County, Edgeley, Cullum, Montpelier. Kenmare-Bowbells will be in the second consolation semifinal at around 7:45, or around 8:15, tomorrow evening. As Peyton Strand's going to get into the game. Freshman's in for Mayport CG. Also in, Sophia Johnson on the floor for the Patriots. Staying out there, Kropling, Knudsvig, and Mueller. Mueller stay out there as well for the Patriots. They get a little time. And they run off the clock here. 10 seconds left. Knudsvig with 5, 4, 3, 2, and a steal at the horn. Mao, not in time. Final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Mayport CG defeats Kenmare-Bowbells in the 1-8 matchup in the quarterfinals. 64-43. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Back to wrap it up here next.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated, plus has extended harvest hours. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Coming on back here on our post-game show, our final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 64-43, Mayport CG, a wire-to-wire victory over Kenmare-Bowbells. As we take a look at the scores. Again, wire-to-wire victory, Mayport CG and Kenmare-Bowbells tied at 11 at the end of the first quarter. From that point on, the Patriots outscored the Honkers 53-32. To get the win. It was a 53-25 lead at the end of the third quarter. So Kenmare-Bowbells actually outscoring Mayport CG in the final quarter 18-11. Leading scorer in this game overall was Michelle Miller for Kenmare-Bowbells, 15 points, 12 for Taya Offworth and other scores for the Honkers, 5 for McKenna Mao, 6 for Lilibeth Santizo, 3 for Bria Crest, and 2 for Anna Peterson. And for Mayport CG, leading scorer Mesa Larson, 14 points, 12 for Danica Hansen, 11 for Reagan Zerfis, 10 each for the Satrams, Rain and Riley. And 5 points for Kaisa Carlson, 2 points for Hudson Zerfis. Again, a wire-to-wire victory there for Mayport CG over Kenmare-Bowbells. The Patriots improved to 24-2. The Honkers fall to 19-8. Off to the semifinals tomorrow at around 2:15 will be Mayport CG And it'll be a consolation semifinal at around 8:30 for Kenmare-Bowbells. Looking at some team stats here as well. Team stats quickly here. Mayport CG, they shot 24 of 49. Nearly took 50 shots for the game, 49%. From three-point range, 44%, 8 of 18 and 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 66.7%. For Kenmare-Bowbells, they outshot percentage-wise, actually, Mayport CG, 51%, 19 of 37, but they hit half the amount of three-pointers, 4 of 8, and 7 less free throws. They were 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 33% there. Points off turnovers were big for Mayport CG, 26-8. Turnovers for Kenmare-Bowbells, 19-11 for Mayport CG. 15 assists, so +4 for the Patriots in that category, minus 12 for Kenmare-Bowbells in that category. A lot of stats we could talk about, but let's get to the final accolades here. Let's go first to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Life Takes Energy, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. I'm going to give Mesa Larson Player of the Game for Mayport CG. Could have picked about anybody. 14 points tonight. She really had a big second half as well with 11 of those 14 points. But again, you could give it to anybody. Rebounds as well. Want to touch on that. 21 for Kenmare-Bowbells. 22 for Mayport CG. Larson had 6 boards and 5 assists, so she was on her way to a triple-double. If you had another half, she might have got it. So Mesa Larson's our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Time now for our Artie Cantor prizes. Precision Play of the Game, Artie Cantor prizes of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planning updates, information, questions, contact Artie Cantor prizes, Hillsborough and Drayton, 701-636-2119, planterdoc.com. Artie Cantor prizes is here to help you. My play of the game, Kaisa Carlson had a layup. I don't know how she made a reverse layup. Didn't see the basket, just kind of threw it up there. I think she maybe caught it out of the glimpse of her eye and was just able to finish with the bucket. So good for her on the Artie Cantor Prizes Precision Play of the Game. Last but certainly not least, our Halstead Telephone Company Postgame Connection. Keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust. HalsteadTel.com. And our post-game connection here, I'm going to do the points off turnovers. 26-8. 26-8 for Mayport CG. At the half, it was, I think, a 15-0 for the points off of turnovers. And as well, the three-pointers, 8 of 18, 4 more than Kenmare-Bowbells. As again, the final score on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 64-43. Mayport CG gets the win over Kenmare-Bowbells. Happy to have you along for the ride. James Martin's here with you. We wrap up this game. We'll have one more contest coming up right away. It's Sargent County and our Redeemers 4-5 matchup to close out our Day 1 coverage here on YourLiveEvent.com. That's coming up next.